was the summer of 2017, senior year of college. Back-to-back classes, meetings, med school applications, working 3 jobs, and living off campus with no car. Amidst all the chaos and anxiety, I honestly look forward to a calm summer of doing absolutely nothing. But God had other plans for my life, and my own plans to become a pre-med grad student all came crashing down. My friends went their own ways, and my prospects of getting into med school began looking doubtful. I had always prayed to God that His will be done in my life. But looking back, was I just praying for my own will to be done? Sadly, I really did make God into just my personal genie. After weeks of sleepless nights of crying out to God, begging for Him to lead the way in my life, I made the decision to lay down all my worries at His feet. I was convicted to seek out a community of believers for fellowship, brothers and sisters to keep me accountable. Finding many different online Bible study groups and with much prayer, I finally decided to join a Bible study group to get closer to God through His Word. But Bible study wasn't anything new for me. Before, I had done small group studies on campus and I had attended church since I was young. But I was still left with so many unanswered questions about the Bible. What is the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? What was the fruit that Adam and Eve ate? What about Revelation and the secrets of heaven that Jesus spoke about? Instead of just memorizing or reading it, which is important and can be fun too, I wanted to understand the Word of God. But when I asked my pastor at church, I was rebuked. I was called a Pharisee, big-headed, arrogant, for wanting to understand the Bible. I was so spiritually hungry and thirsty only to be shot down like this. Of course, I was upset. So because of my prior experiences, I went into this Bible study honestly with very little expectations. But the more I learned, I felt my spiritual blindness being healed. I started to finally understand the things I yearned to know before. I was floored at how deep the Word of God really is, and it all makes sense. Eventually, I learned that this study was with Shincheonji, and I was in tears for the grace God bestowed upon my life. I felt so unworthy, and I felt so grateful. I have never felt so close to God, so in line with God's will. Looking back, God truly guided me every step of the way. All this time I had thought my passion was in medicine, to help and heal people. But when I learned the truth, I was the one who was healed in my heart. I want to repay God for this grace. And I always think about the verse, John 6:63. The flesh counts for nothing, but the Word is spirit and life. Ever since, my heart's conviction as God's servant is to heal people's hearts with His Word. I have truly discovered my peace. I was even blessed with parents who were accepting of my spiritual decisions in life. And by God's grace, even my mother wanted to learn too. As I look back on this unexpected turn of events, that fateful summer was really a blessing in disguise. Amidst all the chaos and anxiety, God had led me to a clear and absolute direction for my life. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story.